Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan.
My name's Carter Nolan.
It's been a while.
It has been.
We're behind.
Yeah, no.
It's been out for like 14 days.
Almost 2 weeks.
We suck.
Yeah.
We suck. We're terrible
But
people.
we finally got onto it.
Yes, and it's very good.
The finale of Skeleton Crew. So overall, I guess before we kind of go through the episode, how do we think this show does overall? I think it does very well. I actually think, obviously, I think financially the show is kind of done.
It holds itself extremely high, oddly. Like I cannot believe it.
Just because it kind of had a little bit of the misfortune coming after The Acolyte, which I know for a lot of people really turned them off from Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of those things where it kind of was, had a bit of an uphill battle. So I don't know exactly how well it did financially. I hope it does good enough to get something. Like, I think if they wanted to do a season 2, there's potential.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think they wrap it up enough where if they're left with just season 1, then it works like that as well.
Okay, yeah. I'd say overall the weakest part of this episode is probably the wrap up. It's very
definitely
rushed.
Yeah. No, there's
I could have used 5 more minutes.
Yeah, even 5 more minutes to kind of get an idea of how this is going to work with the New Republic moving forward, and all of that.
That would have helped.
There's a lot. There are certain things left.
Jod's just there.
Yeah, not sure exactly what happens with him, if he gets out of there, if he is just imprisoned, what exactly goes on.
So let's start the reaction, shall we?
Yes.
First off, the big question is, who is the supervisor? Is it the cool pirate guy? No.
Is that Undersecretary Farah I see?
Oh no, it's like Wally.
I have been watching over you and your daughter with great interest, and I'm pleased to see she is...
Oh no, that's a robot, my dude.
Your robot.
It's basically like the guy from Wally.
Yeah,
It's basically Otto from Wally.
Yeah.
Is basically what it is.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that idea because I think it shows how timeless it is because it's just a machine running.
It kind of reminds me of when those pit droids in the Clone Wars were controlling that hologram that was controlling the little people.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Because remember, C-3PO accidentally fell and he killed their leader because he was just tiny.
I don't recall this.
This is because they didn't realize they were getting ruled by pit droids until finally R2 opened the thing up and they came running out.
I don't recall this at all.
It's a very small minor arc, but it does happen.
But yes, I think it's good. I think it's a good integration there. I like that the tech is still old.
Yeah.
It is interesting. The one thing that threw me off was the last thing that they found out was that Jedis were traitors. So how did that message get through?
Yeah.
How the hell did that message
Well, it's funny because even that room, I'm not suggesting it's Imperial, but that room does look kind of Imperial in terms of its structure. So I'm not exactly sure what the whole... Because obviously they heard something, as they heard again, that the Jedi were traitors. So obviously there's something keeping in contact, even if it's just kind of feeding, like soaking in information. Perhaps maybe those weather devices are also able to receive these messages, even if they don't send anything back, just for the robot supervisor to kind of have an idea of how the galaxy is going. It's a bit strange. But then Jod decides that maybe there's no need for a supervisor after the supervisor questions
and kills the supervisor.
Boy.
What are you doing?
Oh boy.
Oh, because this is old tech.
Bringing mommy up to speed.
Oh! Oh! What does he question, Carter?
He questions if Jod he's either not a Jedi,
yes,
or he's not a emissary. In which Jod says, "To hell with this."
This is true.
My
man was right. My man went 2 for 2.
There's then a lot of kind of back and forth of, are they going to destroy the barrier? Are they not going to destroy the barrier? Jod is trying to not kill them, but still succeed in his goals. There's a lot of threatening going on.
So it leads with the pirate ship entering, which is awesome. Oh, I like that shot. Big fan of that. That's fun.
Okay, the cinematography in this episode was absolutely fantastic. Whether it was the speeder chase, whether it was the pirate ship coming in, and then what will come of that. But it's one of those things where I think this was a massive improvement in quality of the cinematography. I thought it was fantastic.
Yes, and from that, the pirate ship starts destroying everything. Oh! Woo! Woo! Oh my god, they're just domestic terrorizing the place.
Oh no, Dad, it's not gonna work.
Okay, then we're going.
What's funny about this is this kind of seems like the part where Wim's dad gets out of that mindset of that everything is normal. As like he's talking about assessment while they're literally under like house arrest.
Yes.
And so like this is when he then kind of what did he say? I'm a level 7.
I'm a level 7 service worker or something like that.
I don't know. It was like those advertisements of like the level 1 crook, level 50 mob boss or whatever.
Yes, I do recall that.
Yeah.
The whole scenes in there are good. They handle well enough. Wim's dad throwing a punch is nice. All the tension there is
having
good.
that dog in him.
Having a dog in him, and then Neil with the cannon. So like this is great because originally Neil has to come in with this cannon, otherwise KB gets blown out of the sky under ascent, and Neil comes up clutch. Oh.
He's got that dog in him.
Run, Neil!
Boy.
Money, absolutely money.
Yeah,
I cannot say any further. And then the X-Wings and the B-Wings show up, and that's cool. And the B-Wing does the callback to what they do in Rebels, which we've never seen them do before or since. Love that. Love that. Yeah. And then
to be fair, they really don't show the B-Wings that much in Return of the
Jedi. A blockade runner shows up, and then they just wrap it up right away.
It's funny because when you see the blockade runner, you kind of wonder like who's maybe on it or this or that, but we really don't get anything.
We got zero cameos.
So, and to be honest, I'm okay with it's funny. They kind of they by showing the blockade runner, they sort of hint at the idea that maybe, but obviously there's no certainty with any of that because they make sure to not show anything. So
yes,
they left it open to if they want to do more or if they want to leave it where it is. And I honestly, Zach, would you be happy if this got a second season?
Yes, but I think you have to tread carefully on what you're doing for a second season.
Sure.
Because I don't think the same coming-of-age tale works the same way.
Oh, yeah, no, now the barrier's open. You can't just close it back up. Right? You have to do something different. So there is potential, but even if they revisited it when maybe some of them are older, I think there's potential there. But overall, I thought this was a very good show. And I thought this was a massive step up from where the Acolyte was. And I think has regained at least some of the fan base's trust.
Yes, so, I shall say that as well.
I hope whatever next project they have for Star Wars is
good.
Like this, in that sense.
Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.
How did my father die?
Like a panther.